Well, hello and welcome everyone. Sorry about that. Technical glitches. Apparently my new controller takes too much power via the USB slot, so I can't use that and my headphones at the same time. So I spent the last, nearly 15 minutes figuring that out. And then had issues with OBS not picking up the desktop audio. So, wonderful start. Wonderful. Well, welcome back to Outer Worlds. I'm already slightly annoyed by what's happened. So we're just going to jump right back into it. Oh, jeez. Excuses. I just want to blame my controller for Sekiro. Apparently, that's what I'm fated to do. I'm fated to use this old shitey controller for Sekiro because the new generation of controllers that came out used too much power via USB. Can't actually think why. So yes, whilst a really nice controller and works amazingly well with me actually playing the game, doesn't actually go well conducively with streaming because I don't even freaking know why. Hello, Moto. Alright, it's time to get my bearings back in this. We're... Oh, ew. Thumb's all sticky. This is going to annoy me. Bear with me 2 seconds while I get the thumb pad things off of my old controller. Well, off my new controller, and then put them onto my old controller. In case you're wondering what I mean by the thumb pad things. Fancy gun? Yeah, oddly enough, it's only a assault rifle. If you want the fancy gun, this is the fancy one. This is the one that, melts things' faces. Doesn't even... I'm just going to pause whilst I'm doing this. Because, the cover went on the right stick really nicely. Instead of being an arse on the left stick. There we go. There we go. So the texture of the PS4 controllers, normally quite nice. Just, when it's a second-hand one that's been worn down over God knows how long, feels a bit gross. Right, what are we doing? Pressing the wrong button at this point. Journal. Phineas is an associate who can help you locate Minister Clark. This person works at the Byzantium docks. Cool. We're doing the sublight thing, though. Pause game. Don't want to accidentally shoot Ellie Parvati. Don't worry, it's not on supernova difficulty. They can't die. I don't think they actually take offense to me shooting them. Grant sublight remote access to session. Right, okay, I don't know why we're doing this, but we are. I think it's because it seemed kind of, nice and lucrative. Right. Override terminal's up there. So... Okay. I thought I had disabled the security droids as well. Apparently not. Loose lips, pink slips. That sounds so wrong. Security routines. All it says is just security routines. Ah. You asked that I reach out, I'm doing so. It's something you missed with the team. How's their morale? Their commitment to the project? Of course morale is low. You gave those PhD tanks of nuclear and scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What do you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Emoto. Been sneezing so much, I'm afraid my brain's going to drip out of my nose. Fuck allergies. Yeah. Yeah, don't blame me on that one. I've been sneezing a fair amount too, but I've got a cold coming on. I can feel a sore throat at the back of my neck. Or back of my throat. I'm awake, I promise. I didn't just wake up, like, you know, an hour or so ago and then immediately get technical difficulties with my stream. No, don't know what you're talking about. I do at the very least, though, thankfully. I have coffee. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. While the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses, the soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for an early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Aww. Emoto, me neither. I didn't just wake up an hour ago either. No. No. Healthy sleep schedules? Yes, we have those. Our sleep schedules are very healthy. Oh, we were doing this last time, weren't we? Oh, I have to go through that, don't I? Oh. That's mine. And when I say mine, I don't mean ownership. Oh. Oh. PS4 remote player is not playing ball with me either. Oh, and there we go. Give it a moment. Oh, wait, no. Remote play has completely and utterly crashed. Wonderful. Bear with me while I just reboot the remote play software. It's wonderful when nothing works, isn't it? Wireless controller disconnected. It wasn't. Right. Okay, I remember I need to change the settings of this every single time for some weird reason. And then... okay, there we go. Cool. Confused motor noises. What is a schedule? Can you eat it? Why sleep? Heard that in storybooks. Yeah, I'm given to believe that neither of these things exist. I've been through here as well. Which means I've been up there as well. I really don't remember what I was doing. Usual week away from streams. Oh, okay. Yeah, usual week away from streams, coupled with the stream going a bit crappy to start with, and then combine that all with... how did I not go up there? How is that closed? Although it might not be closed. If I've presumably gone up there, I don't know. Yeah, combine that with the technical issues, and also the fact that I started a second playthrough of this with the aim to just clear out all of the other achievements and trophies. Because fun fact, I now have most of the trophies for this game unlocked, apart from some of the storyline progression ones. Well, most of the storyline progression ones. Because I really don't mind doing grinding off stream when it comes down to it. Like, there's an achievement for getting 50 stealth kills. Now, the way this game tracks things like that and kills and achievements is it will only count if you do it and then save your game. You know, trying to stop people who abuse the system of, you know, save game, make stealth kill, reload game, make stealth kill, that counts for 2. Doesn't in this game. However, there is a way to get around it. If you save the game after having done it, then yes, it counts as against your profile. But if you save it in a different slot and then reload the original save before you did the stealth kill, you then do the stealth kill again, you then reload that save game up, the original one. If you save on the other slot again, it counts. It counts against your profile, even though, you know, you've done the same trick, you just used 2 different save slots. It actually counts it that way. So that's your way of getting around things. I want to say that they're not actually active. Why is that barred? Why is that barred? Are there sheep involved? Oh, your controls are acting up now, Malachi. It's messing with everything you're trying to do. Oh, actually, Malachi, I started the Mask of Revenants quest in Warframe. Bear in mind that in addition to all those Cetus Wisps that you've been farming to get the amp, you need another 4 for the quest. You need 1 to start the quest, so to speak, and you need 3 more to craft 1 of Revenant's components. You also need another 25 sentient cores to craft his other components. So, you know, more fun farming. Maybe this is the way. Or maybe I've come. Maybe this is why I've come. This is the way I've come. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Well, the generator's active. That must count for something. I suppose there was that other door that had a mine on the other side of it, so that didn't go through. So, you know what? That's what we're going to do then. We're going to try going through that. If I can find it again. That one. Would help if I actually moved the reticule onto the mine before pulling the trigger.
Step lively, Captain. Always got teeth.
Oh, that one was a bit too close for comfort. I gave myself a mild concussion. Use terminal. Security routines. Disengage checkpoint security. Is the stream a bit dodgy? This stream has been dodgy since before I even started it. Log from Mama Bear. Kimble came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet, just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring hair step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electrophore 3000 for my checkpoint, and her creative concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. So yeah. Stream, we've had technical issues with the stream. I don't know what to do about it. Step back from the mine this time. I like those, you know, there's little pockets of restricted areas, like, you know, recharge my holographic shroud between. That's nice. That helps. Although I hope I've actually disabled all the security beforehand. But yeah, sadly with regards to the stream quality, we're either going to have to live with low FPS, or so the difference is that I can either have an overlay with facecam and low FPS, or I can have better quality gameplay and FPS, but no overlay and no facecam. Because until I get the money together to buy a capture card, this is about as best as I can get, because I'm using the Remote Play app, which is not the best, to be honest, as a vaguely weak simulacrum of a capture card. Capture card itself, I don't even know if there's actually room in my PC for one. Face is always a welcome sight. Thank you. I'm glad that sight of my face can improve people's days. Even if I apologise in advance for anyone who watches the late night stream of Sekiro, because you will see me. For many of you, you will be seeing me frustrated for the very first time in your lives. And I'm talking immensely frustrated, because, oh boy, Sekiro. Sekiro really gets to me. Really? Ew. Subject, Dr. Charles McNulty. Current status, alive, unstable condition. Status setting, active. Notes, subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Oh. See, me is worth a bit of less FPS, but for me the stream is actually stuttering. Okay, then that's an issue on your side, because as far as I can see... Oh, actually, no, to be fair, I am dropping a lot of frames. Like, I've dropped 551 frames so far, which, to be fair, it's only, like, not even 1% of the stream so far, but still, that's a lot more than it is usually. But I think it actually might have counted the dropped frames when Remote Play died. And if you'll excuse, you know, the ambient noise of outside of people with very large engines, very small penises. Subject, Dr. James Guthrie. Current status, alive, extremely unstable condition. Status setting active. Note, subject will need extensive nuclear sequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry I ended up like this, James. We will come back for you after and fix it. I swear on it. Oh dear. Motor's going to try and refresh. Hopefully it doesn't kill the stream on your end, doing so. I'm glad that's that little comment amused you, Malachi. The fact that these guys are... Oh, that's where the tanks respond, you know. Right. Because when I went over that one, I thought, well, where is it? And where is the actual thing? And then I realised it's above. Just like this one is. And the stuff is gone. Yay! I'm glad that actually fixed it for you, Moto. Dr. Claire Pearsall. Current status, alive, unstable condition. Subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We're almost out this time. I swear we'll bring you back. This is creepy. And almost sad, because they've been abandoned. These doctors have been completely and utterly abandoned here. Security routines. Hack 65. Unlocked personal quotas. Do I have enough? Can I remove my armor and get enough hack skill for that? Skills. No. Malachi's going to have to get going because your Twitch is actually messing up. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it'll be fixed for tonight's Sekiro stream, so you get to see me being immensely frustrated against whatever I get thrown up against next. Oh, wait, I've just remembered what it is. Yay! Emoto, conspiracy. The Claire here is the same in yesterday's stream. That's why she's in hospital purgatory. I mean, you say that, but me, Malachi, and a couple of other people in a Discord server pretty much set about trying to link every single video game we could think of into a single continuous continuity. It actually kind of worked. Modify system protocols. Insert override cartridge. Ah, that's what I needed to do. Access override done. If you're reading this, you're standing in the legal property of Sublight Salvation Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut. Cool. Project summary. Goal: further chimeric sciences, the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclei using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. The Raptidon. They were trying to crossbreed people's DNA with Raptidons? Why? Why? It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Seems a very standard corporate response there. 3 priority entries found from user Chartrand E. Also, we're finding out about these frozen people. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was very like every organ was itchy. Oh, that description. Oh, can you imagine every single organ inside you? You can suddenly feel it and it feels itchy. Oh, no thanks. No thanks. Emoto expresses the exact same sentiment as me, just probably a bit more loudly and violently, and, you know, yeah, I just, no. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. It didn't need to be taken, it was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Aww. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. So they didn't even want to do this. They were just drawing straws, and you're like, you know, you're the next experiment. Oh, it's gone wrong. Well, I'll put you on ice then. It's kind of scary. This log is being entered by Dr. Farl. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sevatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the straw one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Emoto says, only summer, calm outrage, even voice. Emoto, flailing, whining, bordering on non-verbal. Yeah. I mean, you know, at the very least, I do try, well, at least on stream, if I'm angry about something and frustrated about something, I do try and, you know, at least enunciate what it is that I'm angry about. So it's not just I'm being angry because I'm angry. Again, you know, like I mentioned during, I think it was during the Evil Within stream, I used to have massive anger problems, and I was taught, you know, the more calm and reasonable you can stay through it and communicate it, the easier it is to come down from it, or at the very least understand why. Transmission begins. Chartrand E. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Redacted. Oh god, it's always redacted. Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override, password antediluvian. Oh, what can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problems on the Cornelia Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an update to status this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query is addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Heve Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offence, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is transmission ends. Executive override for user chargement E discontinued. Duration indefinite. That sounds very much like a corporate response. It's like, you're complaining. We're going to take away your ability to complain. Emoto, awkward laughter. My anger issues are bordering on murder, torture, fantasy, so I generally just don't anger, like, ever, at all. Anger is forbidden in my world. That's not a bad way of doing it. Honestly. It's a lot better to, have, like, I've found it's a lot better to, have fantasies and, and thoughts about doing those kind of things than actually lashing out physically, which is what I used to do when I was a lot younger. I used to, like, as I said, I have broken a controller nearly. I have snapped game discs in half. I have punched walls, I've punched doors, I've headbutted doors, I've done all this kind of stuff. But that was a long time ago, and I've not done anything like that since. And I just get frustrated. I think the most aggressive thing I do nowadays when I'm angry is growl. So I try to, Aww.
We've seen that name before, back in Cascadia.
Yeah, we did. I think. Oh, that's not good. It's like Parvati's missing Ada. That's adorable. I mean, to be fair, I miss Ada. Ada is lovely. Cartridge. I apologise for the jankiness of the movements at the moment. I am playing one-handed. Because I've got my controller on my right leg being controlled with this hand, and in my left hand, very important cup of coffee. And that's not finished. Cool. So, two-handed returns. Moto says, the main reason why I don't lash out is because I'm simply too weak. Like, I got angry when I was being bullied, but since I'm so weak, I couldn't fight back. So I became very passive. And my dad's anger issues kind of taught me that anger is never a good answer to anything. So just, anger is outlawed. That's not a bad way of doing it. Like, I've never been all that physically strong either. Well, if I have been, I've never known my own strength. But my one saving grace about the whole thing is that I have never... Oh, good, they are inactive. Oh, that's so much better. I've never turned it on a person. I've never taken my anger out on a person. At least not physically. I might have, shouted or got into a blazing row with another person over it, but never anything actually physically violent. Because violence and hurting people, save that for games. Where there's actually no consequences for doing that. Games are a wonderful way to take out your frustration and anger. Absolutely wonderful. Will always recommend. Now, there is a reason why I do like to play brainless FPS shooters now and then. Emoto once called it a boy who pushed you too far, but he didn't even bleed, so... Yeah, but still, you lashed out, you were angry. It's one of those things.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Wave serial.
Aww.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Let me guess, Ada, the only person you want to be stripped by is Sam. Because, the number of times she's requested a deep clean from him, ooh. Or them. I'm going to say them, because, Sam hasn't specified any sort of preference for gender. So, Sam is a they, unless they identify us, identify otherwise. Oh, we're going to go turn this quest into sublight and see what they say. Also, shame on me? Shame on me for what? I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of things to be ashamed about, but I can't think what one I've done this time. What Adrian and Sam do in their private time is none of your business. It's hardly surprised. It's hardly able to be avoided when it happens in the cockpit when I walk in. It's like, I need to fly the ship somewhere. We've got somewhere to be. I'm all for them having relations and doing whatever it is together, but not while I'm trying to fly a ship. You know, put the game volume up a bit more because it seemed like it was being very quiet. I mean, if it's I've put it up now. If the game is still too quiet, let me know and I'll put it up a bit more. Just at the time screen it seemed really loud. Because yeah, wonderful thing, I can now adjust that much more easily than I could in when I was streaming directly from my PS4. And now this place is choosing to have low frame rate. C&P pancake mixing now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it. So yeah, the bad frame rates that you're seeing, I'm also seeing on my end, so don't worry about that. I think it's this area. There's a lot of stuff going on in this area.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Base of scientists on suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation.
Human salvage?
Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
But then again, yeah. A UDL gunship buzzed the station by convincing them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business.
You don't say. Perception. Rare gas in a lab that tested on people? Couldn't have been a coincidence.
You have an eye for patterns. Good.
Yeah.
We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Why is it that this company has seemed really shifty from the beginning and now actually seems like they're the good guys? Sometimes I was meant to know the truth about the human tail bow. Oh, the only thing I want to know about the human tailbone is A, why they thought to call it the coccyx, and B, why mine hurts so much when I sit down. I mean, it doesn't always. Like, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's probably because I just sit down for, like, massively too long periods of time. I'm just going with bad news, I take it.
Maybe the worst.
Oh.
Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
That sounds to me like weaponization.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
My mind is more open than an axe wound. And my moral fibre, as we've established over previous streams, is near to non-existent. I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Of the fact that, you know, I've got... Aliens? Aliens. Really? And just say nothing. I'm going to go with the first one. You know how you suddenly become way too aware of something the moment you point it out? Now my tailbone feels weird. Sorry, Emoto. But yes, I am aware of that, and, you know, like... Oh, it gets me as well.
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it.
Good.
But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
Well said, Ellie.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Doesn't, does it?
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
What do you want me to do? Skip to the part where I get paid. I don't care what hallucinogens you're on. Ha! Oh, I can't wait for my next playthrough of this, because with my other playthrough I've been doing a dumb playthrough. So if you put your intelligence below average, you get dumb dialogue options, and some of them are just hilarious. I can't wait to do that on stream with the supernova difficulty in dumb mode. Oh,
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Kinda don't want to, but sure. When you say aliens, what are we talking about? I want to hear what she thinks aliens are.
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what they're doing, but I don't think it's aliens that are doing that. I joined Sublight so I could do crimes, not save humanity. But the little green bastards must pay has to be my choice.
Terrific. That go-getter initiative will carry you far in Sublight.
Enough. Tell me what needs to be done. Just get to the point.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. Now I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Just one? Yeah, sounds messy. I'll take it, job.
You want to know why for?
No.
There's a key card leading through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
And Parvati finally starts disagreeing with what I'm doing. It had to happen sometime. Right. You know what, that's going to go up to 65 because Intimidate is really, really lacking. 1 inch attack and lockpick. Don't give me a look, Parvati. Phineas's contact. Shimmerous lost experiment. So, basically, everything now points to going to Byzantium. Time to see where the elite live. Parvati, sweetie, darling, love, honey, dearest, you've watched us murder so much already, and now you speak up, when we're about to kill somebody who's been doing human experimentation. Honey, sweetie, darling, baby, really? I was like, you don't even want to know why for? I was like, she's just told me why! You know, like, this person's responsible for human experimentation and gene splicing with animals. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know what you can call raptidons. But, you know, they're very much definitely not human. But I don't know if you'd classify them as aliens either, or as creatures. Near maple syrup, it's near a complete breakfast. Wow. Ah. Oh, this game always makes me laugh. I always enjoy this. Spectrum vodka, aftertaste of the rainbow. I can't even imagine what Byzantium was going to be like, you know. I mean, no.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
That doesn't surprise me. I'll leave them to it. Terra 2. Byzantium freight port landing pad. This can't go badly. Just can't, can it? No?
In orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk?
Sure, Ellie.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
A heist?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Ellie's from Byzantium. Didn't see that coming. Really didn't. She does not seem the Byzantium type. Byzantium, where, you know, everyone says about this is where the corporate bigwigs are and where everything is, you know, nice and clean and shiny. And then there's Ellie. It's about as far away from the Byzantium stereotype as you can get. Oh, like I say, Moto's just as shocked as I am.
Calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to owe me, would you?
By when we're in the neighborhood.
Of course you are.
See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Yeah. Moto can't even now. Now I'm just struggling to imagine her parents. Oh, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to see her parents. We really do. Oh, that would be so insulting if I said I could see it. That would really insult her. Because I'm pretty sure her whole pirate gimmick is, I don't want to be from Byzantium, because, you know, it came as a shock to us. So, you know, never would have guessed.
This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me.
Ha! And we're just going to casually ignore the fact that the shoulder pad from her armor is clipping through the neck part of it. I don't see why you can't go see them when it's convenient.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too.
Why? Why?
Because it would be fun.
Yeah. It's not going to get weird, is it? Yeah, what's this really about?
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the surgeon. They don't know Ellie the pirate sawbones.
Marilyn.
But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
Marilyn. Hey, Mum and Dad, this is my captain. Okay, I'm still alive. Okay, bye. So I could go with, gee, thanks. Or, so you want to show your pleb friend off to your fancy parents? Real mature. Or, I'm flattered. I'm going to say I'm flattered.
Yeah, just don't let it go to your head.
I'm taking that compliment and putting it right into my ego. We'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'm wearing that one. I'm currently wearing that one. I don't take this armor off. I sleep in this armor. I sweat in this armor. I eat and drink in this armor. This armor is my life. It is my cocoon. It is my blanket fort.
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
That means you can't take Parvati along. She's way too sweet. Yeah, but do you think that maybe Ellie's parents will be the kind that are so snuck up and so stuck in their ways that they'll see any LGBT people as being, you know, wrong, and she's currently walking around being, you know, in armor that makes her look like a trans icon, and she's in a relationship. Well, she's trying to be in a relationship with another woman. Thinking just her presence might offend them. It's almost like you want me on my worst behaviour. Well, I mean, you guess, Imposter. Yeah.
That's the idea. Anything else?
No, that's fine. Let's go. We'll take Parvati along. Even at the very least, we need to take Parvati to Byzantium anyway, because there's we need to get her outfit. We need to get her outfit from Byzantium so she can actually go on her date. You know, we've been flying all around the universe doing all kinds of things, and Junlei is probably wondering what the hell she's done wrong. And Parvati's, you know, just been wanting a dress, but I've been procrastinating and doing loads of other things. But now it's gone to the point where everything I'm doing relies on me now going to Byzantium. There's like, I can't avoid this any longer, really. Bijou review. Well, this is already screaming slight high class, mixed a bit with Bioshock, weirdly enough. It's got that sort of dangerous decadence level of thinking. This place already looks cleaner than most places I've been to. I don't like. Corporate troopers! Definitely in the right place. Oh, we have Phoenix's contact. Lady with the very inconspicuous shades.
Do you mind? I'm needing someone.
Yes, me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix.
Yeah, that's my codename for, you know, our mutual friend.
He's called the Phoenix. Kinda want to know what her codename is.
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Golden Eagle and Phoenix. Oh, do I have a codename?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
I don't mind being a cuckoo. I really don't. You know, considering, you know, what I do, I infiltrate into places I'm not supposed to be, and then you generally go right killing people inside. Yeah, I'm a cuckoo. Yeah.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Sparrow.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Get it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Reassigning codename.
Rufus Hummingbird.
Oh, can I be chicken? Chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
Oh my god,
Sure you don't want to be
Parvati.
Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Oh, Parvati.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Oh,
Anyway, you're looking to
my
make one
heart.
for,
my actual heart.
right? I should warn you.
Oh.
Be easy. He spends most of his time in this estate, which is heavily guarded.
Oh. Oh my god, now I'm thinking of that chapter in Black Butler where there's some weird society. They do a weird as, weird as hell pose while yelling, "The Phoenix!" I've only seen one episode of Black Butler, but I love it. Parvati is chicken, yes. Yes, Parvati is chicken. At least she knows what she's like. Ah. There's got to be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected. Yes, the bathroom.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
There's still going to be a way.
Blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
Oh,
What
Parvati!
specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Wet work specialist. I mean, yeah. Immortal will find and show me the panel where it happens afterwards. Cool. I mean, I do like Black Butler. It's just, you know, one of those things like I can't watch most TV shows because I want to pay full attention to it, but I also need to be doing something else at the same time. So, especially with anime and anything I haven't seen before, it's almost, you know, highly visual, so I can't just listen to what's going on. So, like, you know, it's really annoying that I can't really find the time to just sit down and watch TV unless it's, you know, something I've already seen, so I don't need to actually pay full attention to it because I, you know, coded memory. Can you get me in there?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
What can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know,
Study.
swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Yes, Ellie, I'm pretty sure you did study there a lot. And I'm pretty sure your study was the effects of alcohol on the human body. Swipe a key while no one's looking. Maybe I could do some reconnaissance. That's theft, not reconnaissance. Black Butler has a good English dub, so that's an option. But like I get you, I tend to watch anime more than once because I can never focus properly. Oh yeah, like the first episode I watched was the English dub, and I really liked it. But still, it's still that, you know, I can quite happily listen to something, but animes are usually quite visual as well. So I need to be seeing what's going on, not just hearing what's being said. Like, I've tried it before, like, you know, try watching something in the background. I'd flick over to, you know, like, look at what's happening. Like, where? How did that happen? Where are they now? How did they get from where they were to where they are now? What's going on? I just get confused. And then by that time, I realised that I haven't been processing the audio properly either. So the annoying thing is that the last anime that I properly watched was One Punch Man Season 1. I really loved it. And, you know, I loved it so much. It's actually now one of those things I can re-watch in the background and still enjoy it because it's One Punch Man. Yep, thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Can I shoot her? I mean, yes, I can. Got work to do.
Good luck, Cuckoo.
Call me that one more time. One more time.
Mind where you're pointing that thing.
No, right in the eye. Oh, workbench. Minister Clark. Minister's Guard. So, that's going to be our last priority. So, first we need to do things like the Chimeris's last experiment. That's really far away. That's 250 meters away. Low Crusade, Ellie's thing. Panel sent. Thank you, Moto. Oh yeah, I can see my notifications on Discord. 237, so Ellie's parents live slightly closer than doing this experiment. Cool. Don't bite the sun. Oh, Parvati's thing is by far the closest. Well, of the side things anyway, so that's what we're going to do first. That's definitely what we're going to do first. After we have done this. Repair. Repair. Don't actually need... What do you mean repair? It's 100% already. It would take 4 weapon parts to repair it. I've got 12,000 bits. Can I upgrade this anymore? I can't. This I can upgrade though. And this is already really nice. They also see like some weird as hell text before doing the Phoenix thing, but you can't remember what it was. It's anime, of course there's going to be weird stuff. 1077 DPS. This is a nice gun now. Yeah. Modify. Assault Rifle Ultra. I don't think I've actually got anything. Mag. It's got Magnum in it already. Mag to Ray, Mag to Zap, Mag to Power, Magnum. That's already Magnum. Yeah, it can't really be modified. Well, they can, just, don't have anything. Does Parvati's one have? I have the gadget mods. Ah, fair enough. Not much I can do then with it. I'm guessing I'm going to be going for street access. It seems to have been very easy to get in to Byzantium. But then again, I suppose, I got the authorization cards to actually get here. So, I suppose they assume that if your ship is landing here, then you've got clearance and you're supposed to be here. Oh!
Why can't something exciting happen around here?
Wow.
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like
Oh,
it was.
there's my ship.
Don't you ever want a little fun?
Well, this place is...
Rotorship get blown to bits overhead?
looks utopian, which means it's probably going to be dystopian.
Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Marauders can't fly. I mean, I could just, pop a couple of shots there. Emoto is also blown away by the architecture. It is really nice, and it gives a very different feel to all the other places we've been. I'm really impressed by the game design in this. I honestly am. There's a reason why this is, very much one of my favourite games.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
No.
Antiquio's level head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level head.
There's also something very, very...
To be a model of a system? Not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
Yeah, that sounds about right for this place.
C&P Borstworth. It's not the worst unless it's worse.
I feel really out of place here. Emoto says, it is so awesome how it feels like it's part of the same universe in the way architecture is designed, but very much the entire different class, it's really cool, yeah. You can feel this place is very corporate and very up class. They're not going to tolerate riffraff sort of thing. No, I don't want to... Why do you keep flicking me back to that? That's just annoying. Only seems to happen once, though. Doesn't really get me much money either. Oh, still on my junk. That was not worth much.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
They're even dressed the way that makes you feel like it's entirely different class. They speak, act, and dress differently. The attention to detail in this game is really, really astounding. Oh, wow!
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
You with the hips? And I heard Parvati saying about how much of a pretty place this is. Wow. Still bowler hat.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
I mean, she's not wrong, but at the same time, what? It might say, you with the hips. Like, who's the one without hips? Is somebody walking on stilts here? You can tell all that by the way I'm standing. That's me, rugged and well-travelled, or, there it is, the most pretentious thing I'll hear all day. Oh no, we're going to accept it. We're going to, inflate the ego some more. That's me, rugged and well-travelled.
Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Milady, could you not? Well, to be fair, with what she thinks I am, I think this is highly amusing. Oh, it's like you read my mind.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio.
I've been here less than
I'm working on
5
a new line of
minutes.
clothing that will shock this city
Only
to
Santa,
core.
could you not?
And I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
You've got a pretty high opinion of someone you just met. I mean, she does. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn this down because, getting in her good graces might mean I get a dress for Parvati at a discount rate. And I have just spent a chunk of my money upgrading my weapons. So, I'm going to do this favour.
Marvelous! You and I are going to wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face.
Who splashes cold wine in their face to wake up?
A survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples.
Right.
Also, I expect you to model for me.
Well, at least she's wanting me to model clothes, which means, no funny business. Excuse to admire my looks, I can't blame you. I've got to go with that.
Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you.
I'm counting on it.
I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the
Oh.
armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. Helmet included.
Oh.
And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Well. Iconoclast outfit. Can't have, they're all dead.
I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Well, there we go. My engineer's going on a date. She needs a fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Yeah, I do.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back of the envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
SCFU, yes you are. Perfect. Parvati is perfect. Okay, do I put in the stream title for today being Parvati's Wondrous Muscular Shoulders? Because that seems to be the stream title already. Yes. Right. It's happening. Need to pull up the notes because... Surprise, surprise! Like, part of my doing my tech support earlier was me... I thought that there was an issue with my audio on my end, so I rebooted the computer. That's why I had to, stop the stream. Which, also meant I didn't have my notepad document up. There we are. Parvati's Wondrous Muscular Shoulders. Oh yeah. Persuade 65. She's an engineer. You think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love. It's better than the intimidate option.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious.
I mean, yes, Parvati is
All right,
precious.
Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
I mean, the thing is, I could have covered the previous amount. I could cover 6,000 bits. That's easy. Guess we can get 3,000 bits. That's even more affordable, yes. Did you actually measure her for the outfit?
Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
That's actually not as bullshit as it sounds. Wow. At the very least, I've had experience with that. I used in one of my previous role-playing games. I actually made a character who did the same thing. He was an expert tailor, and he could read someone's measurements just by looking at them. But then again, he also had vampiric super senses, so he could really read someone's measurements.
There are some things I simply cannot skip on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best.
She does deserve the
Now
best.
stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in nearly an hour.
An hour's not bad for doing a full outfit.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a
Fancy
splendid
evening wear,
Christmas.
colourless.
And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how.
Aww,
It's scary just thinking about
Parvati.
it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
I like her. I like Celeste. So can I buy something? Asking to buy something took me out of conversation with her. Yeah. Best fluffy chicken in the universe, behold Parvati. Yes. Parvati is really the entire wholesomeness of this game in one person. I don't want to, accidentally glitch out the quest, so I'm just going to save the game. And then I'm going to put the outfit on Parvati so we can see what it looks like. Providing it's, it actually is an armor choice and not bugger. It is a quest item. Quests. It's one of these things, isn't it? Yep, there we are. Fancy evening wear, colourless. It's just that. That tells me nothing. Classic semi-formal. These clothes are much more attractive than a pair of overalls. Perfect for special occasions or romantic evenings. Aww. Parvati, it's time.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it.
Aww.
Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now.
It's taking you long enough, Parvati.
No. There's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Now she really is stalling. Parvati making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings. It's true.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real.
My heart!
Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you've done.
So not only is, her character the most wholesome thing in this game, so's her companion quest. Jesus. This is amazingly wholesome. Right, so that's the way back to the Unreliable. I mean, so my thoughts here are that I'm not going to do the main story quest for a little bit because I've got a couple of other things I need to do here first. And also, I need to go and find those outfits. Mosa says, I know Parvati, sweetie. Oh my goodness, we love you and so does Jun. Oh gosh. Yes. Yes. This is very true. Journal. Right, so let's go for... Let's do the Low Crusade, because that's very close to where the experiment thing's going on. So we're going to do Ellie's companion quest and, go and be vile at her parents. Then we'll do the Lost Experiment thing, and then we will start looking for these outfits. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, like, the Spacer one might be difficult to find where to buy it, where to come across, a Spacer, rather than, just buying Spacer's Choice stuff. Marauder stuff will be easy. You can just go back to Emerald Vale and kill some of the Marauders there, and just take their stuff. That works. The Iconoclast outfit, on the other hand, that could be difficult, because, I've murdered them all. And I'm presuming it's going to work along the same way as... Yeah. It's probably going to be like that. Yeah. So under the title of what these armor pieces are, is what type of armor it is. So this one's Aramid Ballistics. It's not Spacer Gear, but still. Well, at least I don't think it's Spacer Gear. Oh, no, wait. The helmet I'm wearing is an Iconoclast helmet. Okay, that's good. So I just need to find Iconoclast armor. But still. We will go and... Ellie's going to harass Ellie's parents.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
They really
Those
don't.
are so far away. I'm talking about housing.
Billingsley House of Inebriation discovered. Oh, that's the that's where we get the stuff for the main story quest. So we'll need to come back to that at least. But for now,
Remember that stranger?
we'll try and get over to Ellie's parents and try and navigate this place. I suppose one thing I could do is try and look at vending machines. I mean, why not, eh? Aramid, Aramid, Aramid. 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 So unless Aramid ballistics counts as spacer gear, I'm not going to fight there.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets,
that image is a bit on the concerning side.
our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound, thanks to your continued hard work.
Like I said, it looks like Utopia, which means it's going to be very dystopian. Underneath the surface of all this,
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
yeah, that sounds about right.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
What's the better? We're going to open this door and then, you know, Fenhill Estate. Her name is Marilyn Fenhill. Wow, I see why she goes by Ellie. That's interesting, that loading screen. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. Look at them, it's the purple vodka and they are all dressed in high society gear. Every time we've seen this before, it's been the red vodka and they've all been in workers' gear. That's a clever bit of detail. Oh my word! This looks like something straight out of Dishonored. Jesus! I'm still going to think, you know, we go there and, you know, parents are dead. No, we're going to go straight into a crime scene. Nope, they're alive.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lost. We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we?
Lionel and
Speaking of
Theodora.
surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Holy shit, Ellie. Yeah, I know. This is Ellie's home. Or at least, you know, where she was born. Oh my god. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for welcoming us into your home. Hello. Spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me. Yeah, let's do that.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
Oh, they don't care.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice. Yeah.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
No, listen. Ellie, sweetie, yeah, I know. She is overplaying it a little bit, isn't she?
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Hold up, these floors aren't just nice, they're top quality marble.
She's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
They've classified her as dead and it's all the life insurance. They've got the life insurance policy on her. Oh. 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 Well, I didn't expect this.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
I mean, to be fair, yes. Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologise for something? That's it. Marilyn is dead. Long live Ellie. I mean, yes, that's also true. Marilyn is dead. Their daughter Marilyn is dead. Ellie is all that remains. Ellie is the new thing, but they've taken out a life insurance policy because she's died. Well, they've been paid a life insurance policy because she's died. That's, you know, why they're living in such an authentic mansion. Why do I get the feeling that you people are about to apologize for something? Yeah.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
Knew it.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
Talk about making lemon slap out of lemons. To be fair, though, this is probably not the time to intervene with stuff like that, because Ellie's a little bit pissed. Emoto grieving. No, grieving is what normal people would do. These are Byzantium high-class corporate types. Nothing normal about them.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
They're not going to want to do that.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Perish the thought. So listen quietly.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'm sensing the potential for mischief here. Emoso sob, my child may well be dead. Oh my heart is broken. Let's buy a new marble floor for our house. Sob. Oh, the pain is endless. Let's grab some gold chandeliers too while we're at it. Yeah, that's definitely these people. I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant. Yes.
Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
What?
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
What?
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not only did they, fake their fake the news of their child's death, they also gave her a really, really insulting death reason. Ellie, you done with these jerks?
Not until I get some answers.
Fine.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that.
What? Yeah.
We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Oh!
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Oh! If you really knew your daughter, you'd know quiet is not in her vocabulary. Ha! But I'm not going to interject now. Ellie was a bit snappy when I interjected beforehand. So we're just going to listen to see what Ellie wants to do with this.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
I don't care.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm about ready to cause a scene. I'm going to go with that.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Okay.
Let's talk outside.
Oh, I really want to shoot them. But I also get the feeling that shooting them might bring the guards on us. So, yeah. Also, let's help Ellie, concoct her revenge. Because you know what I'd do? I'll just go to official records and say, "Hi, I'm Marilyn Fenhill. I'm alive. You might want to, talk to my parents about that whole, all the insurance stuff that's happened, because I'm pretty sure that now constitutes an insurance fraud." See, that's what I would do, but then again, I'm, vindictive. I was about to say evil, but no, vindictive is definitely the term there. I do love this game, I really do. I could not see that coming. I just thought, going to come in and find Ellie's parents are dead, and she then gets remorseful about being wanting to be nasty towards them. But no, wow. Only Summer is also evil, but in a good way.
Can we talk?
Yes, we can definitely talk, Ellie. Is Parvati with us? Parvati is with us, yes.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
They shouldn't have gone so upset. I mean, no, it was their doing.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aether wave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Oh, internet, how about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day.
Nice little XP bonus for me as well for that.
To my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Chin up, you're better than this.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Fair. That sounds familiar. It's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base. Or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
This episode reflects on them, not you. Yeah.
But I want to talk about me now.
Sure. You got to surround yourself with people who really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
That's thinking like a pirate. How do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium.
We're in Byzantium now.
Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account.
People
If that
skills?
doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Yes, also that. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so insurance office is all the way over there. What have we got left in the journal? Let's do the Chimeras last experiment. Because it's right there! Dr. Chartrand is in this house. Like, across the street from Ellie's parents' place. Well, I have the key, so let's just go in. Go straight in, and we will deal with Dr. Chartrand. Because I'm interested in seeing where this sublight contractor thing goes. Like, it's taking this really weird step right now with the aliens' involvement, but at the same time, they're kind of still doing a good job. Still kind of the good guys. You know, you're in a dystopian game when the pirates are the good guys. Dr. Chartrand's home.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
just going to still share as well. This is a very fancy building. Very, very fancy. I approve of the design choice with the purple curtains, though. Oh, it's not even an open door. Sealed. Huh. So, weapon parts. Take ammo. So there's going to be some kind of hidden switch or something that's going to take us down a level. Oh no, wait, there's the terminal. Steal some mag picks and some money first. Logs. Cascadia compromised? I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files of my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some were ordered with 2 firing brain cells. Maybe not. Hope whoever it is understands that sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Not likely. Alternative title for the stream. Opulence, you own everything. At the very least, they're both getting mentioned. So one of those is going to be the stream title, and one of them is going to get put into the YouTube description. Let's just mark that down. There we are. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks? My team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package and disperse to general population, they desire only science and obedience from the likes of me. Yes, another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know hardly would deserve the ones I enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Oh, there we are. The first extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked, for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work on Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Unseal entrance to laboratory. Let's find which one is the actual lab. Ah, there we go. It's got lights on. It's open. Oh, well, there's a complete difference. Look. Really nice opulence. And then scuzzy. I love it.
This basement. If someone back home wanted to make a secret lab, they'd have to put it in a closet.
I mean, technically, we are in a closet. It's just, you know, an underground closet.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Your alien mind tricks won't fool me.
My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I'm listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling bit to explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
all you have to show for it is a lab full of preserved colleagues.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
They might not have died, but they're in suspended animation with, you know, very unstable life conditions. I'd call that pretty much dead. Or, you know, waiting to die. You burn through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions, yeah.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the atomic producers patrolling Halcyon? Yeah.
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Ellie.
Half a pair of ships like it were a sock.
Yeah.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Emoto says, remember the photo she had a while back? The publisher screwed with them in some way, and you're not having that, so I've got to hope that 1, it isn't screwed up too much, 2, they take your edit because it's your pictures. I mean, yes, they should. I mean, you know, they were taken on your camera, and they're of you, so they are your property. Well, they're your property as well as the photographer's, but, you know, you have an equal say in it because you are the model and it is, you know, held on the images are held on your device. So you can pretty much turn around to them and say either use your pictures or you rescind your permission to use your image for them. And if they don't adhere to that, you can actually sue them for it because they know if that's illegal, that's theft. With attempt to answer conspiracy, but looks like I found a cover-up instead. Or I could just, you know, sort this out. Your literal body is on those pictures, so yeah. You are the model. You are the subject of those pictures. You also are the owner of the copies of those pictures. You know, it's on your device. So yeah, it is a matter of, you know, unless there's a contract in place to say that, you know, you forfeit all of your rights to the images to whoever, to the publisher, then you can pull it. You actually know the pictures I'm talking about, so considering you're very protective of me, yeah, I fully understand that. And, you know, it's still, regardless of the content of the pictures, they're still your pictures, so you have ownership of them, unless in a contract you've signed them away, which I don't think you have, because you've not told me about, you know, any contract that says, you know, any pictures that you give to them have become their property. So unless there's something in a contract that states that, they're still your property, you can pull them. No contract, no nothing. Yeah, you can then. Because then, you know, if they use those pictures, you can at any point say they did so without any permission from you. So you can, you know, that's illegal. What they would do if in that case. I'm not saying that that's what will happen. I'm just saying, you know, that's the basis you can use. Right. I'm just going to attack them because, you know, A, I've been paid to do this. B, what they've been doing is really immoral. And C, I've not actually seen any evidence of what she said as being true. She could just be making it all up just to save her own skin. I mean, you know, granted that, yeah, you know, in a good way, she didn't they didn't experiment on the unemployed and convicts. You know, that's a plus point in her and the scientist thing. But the fact that she's brushing off a lot of the negatives of it doesn't sit right with me. There we are. Thank you. You're talking about the author photographer about it. Good. Definitely in that situation, Emoto, stick to your guns. I'm just going to steal stuff now. Oh. She is now dead. Why is Lydia up there? Or is that... Oh, that could just be the exit. That's a very twisted body corpse position. And that was not a difficult fight. I mean, you know, if I was doing this on supernova difficulty, I probably would have tried to talk my way out of, you know, out of killing her. I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't be doing sublight stuff anyway because heavy combat. Although I have found out that it is possible to pretty much do a pacifist run in this game, so that might be the trick to doing Supernova, because people have said that, you know, the combat is quite difficult. Oh look, there's another person in suspended animation. Dr. Lorelei Farl. Alive, life signs minimal. Subject will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempted extraction is made. You should have let me go, Law. I drew a short sword, it is my turn, I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation. Yeah, that's another thing. The scientists, like, you know, they might as well be dead, because who knows when medical science will get to the point where they can be cured. It may never happen. Their conditions may be completely incurable. At which point, you know, what happens to them? Do they just, you know, get left in suspended animation forever? Do they, you know, get revived, told the bad news, and then, you know, allowed to die with dignity, or are they just unplugged?
You think someone gave him bad direction? Guess I wouldn't want to tell anyone if I'd lost an assault cruiser either.
Yeah. Dr. Chartran's wars cover with message printouts related to the Earth Directorate cruisers Cornelius Vanderbilt. Scanning through the pages, the following catches your eye. From P. Lehrman, Chief of Comms, to E. Chartrand. Citizen Chartrand, the Astor is an Earth Directorate cruiser dedicated to preserving the prosperity and peace of Halcyon's government, not your personal messaging service. You will stop abusing your access to Alpha-bound transmissions, or I will be forced to request an immediate performance evaluation. That won't go well for you. When the Cornelius Vanderbilt checks in, we will inform the board. If your board supervisor feels a lab coat needs to know, they will inform you. You are to have no further contact with the Astor out of proper channels. Before that, leading up to Chief Lemon, any word? The Vanderbilt was supposed to reach Earth months ago. Surely you received a skip drone confirming their passage by now. It's imperative that I receive any messages from Earth's Chimericists immediately. I can't say this is so important. You don't have the clearance. The main pages are more of the same, Dr. Chartrand attempting to determine the status of the Vanderbilt and getting no information in return. A final note stands out. Spoke with S. Still no word after a year. I'm on my own. Who the bastard is S? Oh, there we go. Homo Halcyonis, adapt or starve. Pages and pages of Dr. Chartrand's research cover the war along with summaries and charts from various presentations. Most of the text is beyond your understanding, filled with jargon such as nucleon twining, hybrid transcription, and morphology synthesis of alter vitae contamination. Mixed in with scientific data is the following message. S. I've included my research for your review, but here's the brass tacks. Homo sapiens, humanity as we know it, cannot survive in Halcyon. Something went wrong with the terraforming. We can't eat the native plants. The ones we brought with us are adapted more to Halcyon systems than anyone has seen before. Every meal we eat, our bodies fail to absorb vital nutrients. The waves of sickness and population decline detected in the townships, they're all symptoms of this one problem. We're starving. Maybe the lab coats on the Hope could have figured this out. Maybe if we're still in contact with Earth, we'd have other options. But wishing doesn't fill the balance sheet. In solution I see, the only chance is if we transform humanity to become Halcyon natives, say welfare to Homo sapiens, our future is Homo Halcyonis. My team is gone now, even Law. Send any lab coats or workers with a chimerical bent my way. I can't use any of the sawbones you've sent me. They're not chimericists, and most are too hull-headed to train. I need time to get this right, S. By the architect, I swear I'll do it, for the colony and for my team.
I've had patients ask for some pretty bizarre procedures.
Very right, go for it, Amato.
Takes the cake.
Yeah, this is a bit... Yeah. I mean, you know, at the very worst, if you know, it turns out she's right, then, you know, when we revive the crew of the Hope, we can just send these scientists in to continue her work. And, you know, hopefully revive these scientists as well, that she's doomed through her actions. Probably being a bit too harsh on that, but still. I'm trying to justify my lack of moral fibre here. Right. I think that is now everything. Oh no, we need to go to the Halcyon. So that's going back to the Groundbreaker. That's going back to the Groundbreaker. That's finding things elsewhere. Let's go to the insurance office. Seeing as we're actually almost at stream time ending, so yeah, we don't have time to start the other things. I think what I'm also going to do, just to make this a bit simpler, is I'm going to research where to find those outfits, and hope that there is somewhere else to get the iconoclast armor. Because if there isn't, oh dear. Actually, isn't what Ellie's wearing iconoclast armor? I will find out after this. If it is, then, you know, don't need to worry. Fingers firmly crossed that what Ellie's wearing is iconoclast armor. Because honestly, out of the three of them, that's probably going to be the hardest one to find, seeing as I've killed all of them. The Marauder one, it'll be fine. Marauders and random NPCs I've learned actually respawn if you leave the planet and go back. So just, you know, be able to kill some Marauders on Emerald Vale very easily and then take their gear. Done. The spacers might be a bit iffy due to I don't know what constitutes spacer gear, and she has specifically said it's not spacer choice stuff. Yeah, let's look at Ellie. Body armor, iconoclast armor. It is. Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, Ellie, I could kiss you. But Ellie wouldn't like that, so it's not going to happen. Although, to be honest, there's been no other hint of romance in this game. I did actually look it up. I will admit, when after the very first stream, when it looked like we could be romancing Parvati, I did look up to see if she's romanceable, or if there is romance in this game, and there isn't. There is actually no romance options in this game for the player. I didn't read into what happens with Parvati, but I realized, you know, I said, you know, despite the indications, you can't romance Parvati. So I was a little bit sad when I read that, but I thought, you know, I won't mention it for the sake of, you know, seeing what happens, and, you know, not spoiling it for viewers. If I'm going to spoil certain bits for myself, I'm not going to spoil them for everyone else as well. Oh, wow. Welcome back, Emoto. Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Sounds so much more upper class than pub, doesn't it? So yeah, so that means all I need to find outfit-wise is I need to go back to Emerald Vale to get some Marauder armor, and then I need to go to wherever and find some spacer armor. But I'm probably going to, as I said, look up how to get some spacer armor, just so I'm not spending like an entire stream trying and failing. What's there? Because that's not fun. Insurance office. GHOG secure mailbox system. Sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon's Insurance Group at Solid Office in Fallbrook on Planet Mark. Oh!
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Okay, so, Fulbrook. You did say we couldn't romance Parvati sometime in earlier streams, though. I think you were just saying that you think I can't, but I said it before. Right, yeah. Yeah, me saying I think that you can't was me reading into what we already knew plus what I had read. So I knew at that point we couldn't romance her, but I was trying to see from what the game indicates if you can or not. So, yeah, I did know. I didn't like it. Still don't like it. I mean, but the way that they've gone about it and approaching romance in this game seems like it's very much, there's too much going on in the world and everyone's got their own agendas, and it's not really the right place for romance. Like, even as, the stylist said, who woos for romance, for love anymore? And, it's very much showing more the wholesomeness that Parvati and Junlei are the exception to the rule. Which, I highly approve of. Time-wise, it is coming up on 7 o'clock, so I will be ending this stream soon. What I do want to do beforehand, though, is... at the very least, I'm going back to Groundbreaker now. I'm going to turn in both of these quests. I'm going to turn in Parvati's companion quest, or, advance it, whatever happens. Hopefully it's a turn-in. Hopefully she actually finishes this and does it, and, goes through with it. And then, we're going to see what happens with the sublight stuff. Because, I did what was asked. But I also found out it's got nothing to do with aliens. I don't know how Lilia's going to take that, though. Imogen hopes we get to see Parvati in her dress. So do I. I really do. I really hope we get to see that. And that voice line from Ada failed to... Oh, there we are.
Face is a site for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your head areas.
I mean, yeah, I'm wearing an iconoclast helmet. Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Is Parvati waiting at the entrance?
Dispatching Chartrand, Captain. Sublight will be pleased.
They better be. She had corporate troopers and mechanicals at her side. Oh, wait, no. Journal. Don't bite the sun. Check with her to see if she's ready. Are you ready, Parvati?
Alright. She's on her way. How do I look?
You're still in your armor, Parvati. You need to change that. You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. Alright. Deep breath. Here I go.
Oh. Why am I here? Checking on the date. Okay. Oh, I'm back in my court for some weird reason. Mounted Manta Queen head. What better to establish dominance over an alien ecosystem than by hunting its most dangerous predator and mounting its head on your wall? CMP Borstverst sign. Do me proud, and I shall shower you in Borstverst and gold. Cross me, and I will serve your head on a silver platter with mushroom gravy. Signed by the Borst King of Monarch himself. Before I killed him. Lights. Sanjar donated these after you helped MSI. There's no story behind them, so I just got those just got donated to me. Wonderful. What's that? Why is that blue stuff growing on top of my bed? That's concerning. Right. Parvati's date.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now.
Oh, wow.
Do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere.
This is wholesome. Not what I expected, but really nice. Yeah, I didn't expect it either. I did not expect suit.
Must have been a special person.
But still, very nice. And the objective now is to exit the unreliable. Leave them to it. I'm happy with that. I'm especially happy that the two of them talking and Parvati's nervousness is just gone. And she's so relaxed and so settled into it. I'm so happy.
Avoid damaging yourself or others while you're out.
No promises. I mean, it's letting me take Parvati out with me. It wouldn't be, you know, the best. I mean, I've done it now, but I just thought it wouldn't be the best way to interrupt the day. It's like, Parvati, get back into your power armor. We're going out. It's an absolute highlight of the story. Yes, I've really enjoyed Parvati's inclusion in this game. I really have. At the very least, she is a voice of reason and wholesomeness. I have had some interaction with some of the other characters, and I honestly don't like them as much. Like, I've had interaction with Felix, and Felix is a over hyperactive, over enthusiastic sports fan, basically. And all he seems to care about is sports. Max the Vicar, he's very much about, you know, his religion. But at the same time, you know, he gives you insights into his past. Parvati said with journal is over. Ask her how the night went. I had to leave the ship and then go back in after it, you know. Couldn't I have just gone back to my room and slept? No, I had to actually leave the ship and then go back in. I mean, if it were me, the captain, I would just say, like, here's how to lock your door. Go for it. Oh yeah, no, she said she's ace. Yeah, wouldn't have done that. Just remember that she said that, you know, well, she didn't outright say it, but heavily indicated, because, you know, she said she's not into the physical side of things, and people treat her badly for it. So yeah, she's ace.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Aww. Oh, she's so happy. Did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
Well, you can still be ace and appreciate romantic privacy. That's true, yes. Yes, I was just, you know, trying to dispel the implication that I was saying, you know, okay, they're going to bone. Or, you know, equivalent. I know I was there. See that the meal brought you into the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating." And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Oh, Parvati.
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build.
Aww.
When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
My emotions just melting. I am a bit as well. And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech.
Oh.
She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
I'm also seriously tearing up. I'm close to that myself. Jesus Christ, this is lovely.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Aww. Oh, should I ask about the disinterest in physical affection? Yeah, I think I'm gonna. You know, just to make sure that, you know, Junlei's aware of it and, you know, that she's happy with it.
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time with it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
Aww. That was so sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the law or the capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Oh my god, that could not have gone better. Parvati gained the Enchanted Evening perk. See Parvati's tab for more info. I've gained a picture of them. It says, Ace Lesbian Pride. Oh god, I can't. Oh my god, death is upon me, but I'm so happy. I'm going to have to put that in for the description as well. Ace Lesbian Pride. Because, you know, it's Pride Month. What better way to celebrate than by completing that quest? Aww. That's adorable. So, let's see. This picture. Is this going into my inventory? Or is it one of those things that is now in Parvati's quarters? I really hope it's not in my quarters, because that's creepy. Nope, it's there. Oh, it's actually a picture of the two of them. This photo was a gift from Junlei to commemorate her first date with Parvati. An inscription on the back reads, "To my wildflower, thank you for an enchanting evening. Looking forward to many more." Oh my god. And see, Emo says, like, that just touches me so much because my fiancé and I spend our time together just being domestic together. Like, it speaks to me. Oh my god. If anyone ever needs to know why I like Obsidian, this game is a really good example of why I like Obsidian. Their attention to detail, their ability to storytell, and just everything about it is just perfect. It's on point. It's absolutely amazing. Right, let's go and turn this in. Before we end the stream, go and turn in this quest to Sublight and see what happens as a result of that. Like, I didn't think that turning in the quest with Parvati would have taken that long, but I'm happy it did. I'm happy it went the way it did. I really am. The way that whole companion quest went, absolutely perfect. Like, all the ways you could actually address it through the conversation options and the dialogue choices, like, you could go around that by so many ways. You could probably have cut it short by saying you don't need to do all this. Like, or you could discourage her entirely. But, you know, I wanted to encourage her. I wanted her to, like, yes, in a way she was procrastinating. She was putting off actually going about the date. But at the same time, she also wanted the date to be perfect. So I was more than happy to help her with that. But when it came like, we need to go to Byzantium, I was like, you're starting to really be putting this off. But we'll do it because you want an outfit. But then when she wanted a gift from the Hope, no. That's definitely putting things off, and we ain't going to the Hope anytime soon. So, give the push she needed. So we did. But yeah, after work for this stream, I'm going to research where to find the outfits for that quest, just so we're not running all over the place trying to find it. And also working on the description, making sure that all of that wholesomeness makes it into a mention somehow. But yeah, this is sent a message to fiance now because you can't contend fields. Go for it. I mean, if you want, when this goes up on YouTube, I'll give you a link to the video. Well, you'll have the link to the video because you'll be subscribed to it. But you can look through and timestamp it, and then send that to her as well, so she sees word for word what goes on in this, and how it's treated.
Is it done?
It's done. Chartran's dead.
Well, well. Looks like someone's due for a promotion. How does Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions sound to you, contractor?
Fits me like a glove.
You've certainly earned it, my blood-soaked rising star. Catherine heard I was taking you on full-time and sent along a present of her own. I've had it delivered to your ship. From now on, the board will think twice before fucking with Lilia Hagen, savior of humanity.
Been a pleasure working with you.
Be sure to mention that in your travels. We could use the free advertising.
Hey, we don't work for exposure.
I'm not sure we should go telling folks we had anything to do with this.
Oh, we're not gonna.
Well, if there's nothing else, I need to review some applications, seeing as I just lost my best contractor.
Hey.
Not as much as I'd like. The board dispatched it to Earth on.
I mean, wait for weeks like us seeing it all come together makes it even more worth it.
Why?
True. Next time you're with her, maybe you can get her to watch the streams with you leading up to this, like the whole build up, and all worth looking back on just because it's so precious. Yeah, I mean, this is my 11th, I think, maybe 11th stream, maybe 12th of the Outer Worlds. Yeah, because you need to go and find the first one from the Freedom Friday stream as well, because that's how this all got started, and then there's the rest of them.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Possible the board
then you'll be able to just watch it all in one go.
ancillary tasks.
Wow, all in one go. But
What
yeah.
end? I'll have someone look into it. But for the moment, we're pissing in the wind and shooting in the dark. Considering how you get around, you'll probably find answers before I do.
Fair. Back to work.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Well, that's it. That was that. I kind of want to go and see what this present is in my quarters. And also, let's level up to 24 whilst at it. There we go. Perks. Ooh. Steady Hand is a nice one. I'm really sorry about the music. I'm really sorry, it's awful. I really like it, most of these. That's not a bad one, actually. Vendor buying price. Might go up with that. Ooh, less movement penalty to accuracy. That's a nice one. I mean, to be fair, I do tend to not move much while I'm firing anyway. Although, ooh, extra sprint speed might be helpful just for getting around. No, we'll go for the blend of buying price. And then we'll select the sprint speed a little bit later on. But yeah, I realise I'm putting off the ending of this stream as well slightly, but yeah, there's no bad thing about that. But yeah, I will definitely end the stream after we see what this is in the in my quarters that's been left for me. And you know, then we'll start the next stream, hopefully with knowing where to get these outfits, and doing that, and then working on that before going to Fallbrook for Ellie's thing. But yeah. It's been very, very enjoyable. I absolutely have adored playing this game so far. Like, I was very hesitant when I first picked it up, because like I get like that when I get a new game. It's, you know, it's just part of who I am and what I do. It's weird. But I fell in love with this game so quickly, and it's just gone better and better the whole time.
I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
I was only talking to someone. Oh wait, yeah, I was going to go and check in my quarters. That's my present. A poster. Given to you by Sublight Salvage and Shipping for being Employee of the Month. See, with the way that she said it, it sounded quite sinister. You know, Catherine has sent something to your personal quarters. Like, I'm expecting explosive device there. Mosa loves watching this. I can tell. I mean, honestly, same. I've really enjoyed streaming this entire time. But yeah, I think that's going to be where I end it. That was a very bit of a weird ending to the quest line for Sublight. It's kind of like, oh, that's it. I don't know if it's going to feature, you know, anytime sooner later on in the game. It might do, it might not. But one way or another, we've, you know, gotten quite a way through. We've visited Byzantium, and wow, marvelled at the architecture of the place. We have met Ellie's parents have been surprised by that. We've completed Junlei and Parvati's romance quest at last, and it was wholesome. Like, there are some real like romance plots in other games involving the main character and another one of the characters, but seeing it, you know, play out from the outside like that, you know, like matchmaking for two people, I think like made it a bit more special. It wasn't just, you know, the usual tried and tested method of, you know, you find companion, you romance companion, you and companion have a special moment, that's it. No, this was really special. Motor says, we got Parvati and Jun together, that's the highlight. Everything else doesn't matter, but Junvati is goals. Yes. Oh, that reminds me. One last thing. We're going to check what Parvati's perk is that she gained from that. I don't see it. Oh, there are perks. Enchanted Evening. Food and drink effect lasts longer. Wow. That's a letdown. Although, increases companions' maximum health, yeah. Bonus supports engineering. Oh, those are just the ones that she's already normally got, but she's also got Enchanted Evening. Oh, I think that's for me, though. That could be useful in Supernova difficulty. That actually could be useful if it also counts for the you know, the effect duration is increased for also, you know, how much food and hydration it receives you. You know, might be good for that. But either way, that is definitely it. And, you know, just so I don't accidentally lose all that progress, save. Yes, overwrite save data. And save. So yeah, thank you all very much for coming along and watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I adore this series. I still will, and will continue to. I'm going to be streaming Sekiro tonight. Well, technically 1 AM tomorrow morning. Still tonight for me, though, because that's how my brain and sleep schedule work. So yeah, come along for 3 hours of Sekiro with Very likely me getting amazingly frustrated. Sadly, as mentioned before, I can't use my new controller with it, because for some weird reason I can't use the controller and the headset at the same time. To do so, I would have to buy a special PS4 Bluetooth dongle to enable it to sync up to my computer, and those are really expensive, as in more expensive than they should be. I think they're about £30 or so. So, no, I'd rather not. I'd rather, just stick with a slightly broken controller, which isn't all that broken. It's just a sticky button. Most says nobody needs sleep anyways. This is true. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak and those people who don't wake up at 4 PM. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you all have a good evening, or afternoon, or even night, depending on where you are in your time zone. And I'll see you next stream, which either will be Sekiro later tonight, or will be continuing with the Doom series tomorrow, which we are on Doom 1 now. I might have a little bit of surprise lined up for that one, but we'll see. Another little bit of an experiment, we'll say. But the whole experiment won't be affecting the entirety of the stream. It's just going to be a little fun thing, essentially. But until then, thank you very much for coming along. Again, saying thank you very much. Thank you for far too many times. Doesn't matter though. Until next time though, stay safe. Bye bye.